Please rise and remove your caps and join us as we honor our country with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And hello again, everyone. Josh Carey welcoming you to Toyota Field, joined alongside Chris Harris back in Mission Command running the boards is Jeff Scarborough. And hello to those of you watching on 31.6 Waymore TV as Rocket City takes on Chattanooga in the final game of this 6-game series, game 2 of a doubleheader. And here, Chris, the Trash Pandas are going to trot out there former major leaguer, a guy hoping to get back to the majors, and that's Ryan Johnson.
12 games last year for the Angels. He goes straight from that 2024 draft into the big leagues last year in 2025. Had some ups and downs and went down to High A Tri-City. Was outstanding out of the starting rotation for those guys. Then this year makes the Major League Club out of spring training again. Makes a start against the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field on March 30th. Then he goes on the IL, had a viral infection that kind of curtailed the start of his season. Ended up making 4 more appearances for the Angels, 3 recently in relief. Ups and downs in those outings, and hopefully this will be the start of something really nice for him.
Yeah, we'll see how far he goes into this ball game. This is a 7-inning contest as he will look in on Carlos Jorge to lead things off. The first pitch, a fastball swung on and missed. It's 0-1. He gunned it past him at 91, and first pitch is at 7:36 on a very rainy Sunday evening. The right-hander rocks back in the next pitch. Swung, rolled foul up the first baseline. It will go to 0-2, and it's 73 degrees here at first pitch. We don't technically have a rain delay time because we just finished game 1 of a doubleheader. Then we had just a longer break between games before we got this one underway. But anyway, the count at 0-2. Here's the lineup for the Lookouts, who are 25-19. Carlos Jorge standing in the box. He is playing left field. Jay Allen hits second and plays center. Cam Collier in the 3 position at first. Ruben Ibarra will back cleanup and be the designated hitter as the 0-2 swung and fouled straight back. Staying at no balls and 2 strikes, Leo Balcazar hits 5th and plays short. Cade Hunter does the catching and bat 6. Shane Sasaki out in right. He will hit 7th. Xavier Warren still looking for his first hit. He'll hit 8th and play 3rd. Batting 9th is the second baseman, Dominic Patelli. He's got 4 hits in the series. Here's the 0-2. And the pitch down and in. It will go to a ball and 2 strikes. The defense for Rocket City, left to right, Lugo, Rowdy Rodriguez, and Calabrese. Third to first, Fontanelle, Paris, Nick Rodriguez, and Flint. Behind the plate, Campero, and again on the hill, Ryan Johnson. As the pitch will miss high. That was a splitter that missed off the plate. 2-2. And again, he has no numbers at Rocket City, but he's got more than enough experience, like Chris said, a couple of call-ups with the Angels, and just kind of odd, right? I mean, he was a guy who was drafted in 2024, did not pitch the rest of the 24 season upon being drafted. Fastball will miss high, 3-2. His first professional experience was at the major league level in 2025. Then they sent him down to single A because they wanted him to become a starter. I think they're still trying to make a decision whether he will start or be a reliever, as 3-2 will miss inside, ball 4. Inauspicious start. He was ahead 0-2, could not finish off Jorge, and Carlos will trot to first. Walk number 1 and 1 all with no one out for Jay Allen II. He's at 271 with 3 homers, 17 driven in. Rocket City camouflage tops, white bottoms. It says Rocket City in black capital lettering across the front with a black numeral on the back. Black cap with sprocket in the middle, holding the American flag. As squaring the bunt, pulling it back, taking the cutter down and away is Allen. It's 1-0. Meanwhile, Chattanooga, black tops, gray bottoms. It says Nuga across the front of the jersey, Nooga, and white capital lettering with silver trim. Small white numeral on the left hip with silver trim, large white numeral on the back with silver trim as well. As the 1-0 is slap foul off to the right. 1-1. They are also wearing the, what is that? The all black cap with the black letter C and the white Chattanooga eyes in the middle. So 1-1 on Allen. Going from the third base side of the rubber is Johnson. From the belt, here's the 1-1. Breaking pitch, a swing and a miss. All that sweeper and a snap throw over to first and back safely is Jorge. So he was the 24th player to go straight from the majors upon being drafted. That was at the beginning of the 2025 season, made that debut against the Chicago White Sox. In fact, he was the first Angel player to do that since some guy named Shohei Ohtani. I don't know if he ever became anything. Here's the set. Johnson with the 1-2. Called strike 3. Threw him a cutter on the inside corner. Rung up as Allen. Strikeout number 1 for Johnson. Out number 1 in the first inning. And here's Cam Collier, 236, 5 homers, 27 driven in. As you look at the replay, and for those of you on the TV side, you can see Johnson, a very unorthodox delivery. He kind of slingshots the ball to the plate. He winds up, but it really looks more like a sidestep as he always goes from the stretch. There's the sidestep delivery there because there's a run on base. The first pitch is a strike 0-1. But when the bases are empty, he will wind back, but it's just a very short and quick delivery to the plate.
It's almost like a quick pitch in a way as well.
Very unusual, and I got to think that's going to keep the lookout hitters off balance. Long wait. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Threw him a splitter down and in. 0-2. He's out of Dallas Baptist University. And put it to you folks this way. Dallas Baptist is to college baseball what Gonzaga is to college basketball. They're one of these mid-majors, but they're always there. Come May, they've been in the Super Regionals. I believe they made a College World Series appearance. I may be wrong on that. 0-2 on the left-handed hitter. Next offering. Missing low, that time a splitter. It will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Features a sinker with cutter, splitter, and sweeper, which we've seen all those so far in this outing. One thing the Angels really liked about him, among all Angels pitchers last year, he had the top averaging spin at 2,300 RPMs consistently. That was his average.
Runner goes, pitches swung on, bounced at first. That's a foul ball as going in foul territory. To get the ball is Flint, and it will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. He is out of Dallas, Texas, and again taken in the second round by the Angels in 2024. Dallas Baptist's all-time strikeout king with 151 in 2024 and 314 for his career. Here's the set. Johnson with the 1-2. Swung and looped foul off to the left. Going to remain at 1-2 as Collier hangs in there.
One thing in the connections with Shohei Ohtani don't stop at that mark you mentioned earlier. He was the compensation pick that the Angels got in 2024 because they lost Shohei Ohtani and he signed with the Dodgers. So He's the guy that was the compensation for Shohei Ohtani.
From the belt, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Sweeper down and in. Full badly was Collier. Back-to-back Ks by Johnson. Strikeout number 2 for him. Jorge remains at first, and 2 away for Ruben Ibarra.
Just a nasty sweeper that time. 79 miles an hour and just some really, and I mean this in the most positive way, just sick stuff so far from Ryan Johnson.
So here's been his journey since making that major league debut in 25. It's the set first pitch. Fastball off the plate. It's 1-0. Like I said, he was demoted all the way down to Tri-City, and not really demoted. They wanted him to become a starter. Made 12 starts there and impressed. 1.88 ERA there. That's where he capped off the 25 season. So far this year, like we mentioned, he's made a couple of appearances with the Angels, 4 in all, 1 as a starter, struggled. Runner goes, pitches a strike, and dropping the ball at home plate is Campero. That'll be an easy stolen base for Jorge. His 11th and 13 opportunities. I don't know if they would have had him anyway. Jorge got a great jump as you look at it again. In addition to that, he also made 1 start with Salt Lake and 1 more with Rancho.
Those were rehab outings.
Yes, they were. So we'll see how long he sticks here. I got to think it'll be for a while at least, as the pitch is down and away. The sweeper, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. He's one of those guys, if you want him to be a starter, you got to get him pitching every 5th day, just like anyone else.
He has the stuff to be a starting pitcher. I don't know what exactly they believe he can be. I mean, I know they have high hopes for him, but he's a guy we thought we might see last year, the way he was pitching in Tri-City.
2-1. That misses away. 3 balls and a strike as he threw him a cutter. Right now, pitch count a little high as he's about to throw his 22nd offering. No score just underway here. This is a 7-inning contest as it's game 2 of a doubleheader. We've already been delayed a couple of times due to rain this afternoon. Ibarra waits, 242, 6 homers, 20 driven in, and the pitch misses outside. He missed with a sinker. Now it'll be ball 4, so second walk by Johnson. Ibarra will trot to first, and I'll put runners at first and second with 2 away for Leo Balcazar, 256, 5 homers, and 28 driven in. Let's see, for his career, Johnson, he's walked 12 men over 23 innings. As the pitch is bounced at third, easy play up Fontenelle, goes to second in time for the 5-4 fielder. Stroy's rolling out Bottom of the first, Chattanooga came up empty in the top half, and now the Trash Pandas will head to the plate with a record of 23-21. By the way, it was City Cafe Diner that fit the Trash Pandas front office as part of its team feed. City Cafe Diner, no one leaves hungry. As the first pitch to Matthew Lugo is hit foul back behind us. It'll land on the roof of Toyota Field and go to 0-1. Lugo will lead it off and play left. Hitting second, the center fielder Rowdy Rodriguez, who has 5 hits in the series. Gustavo Campero will bat third and do the catching. Tucker Flint at first. He bats cleanup. Cole Fontanelle will play third and hit fifth as the next pitch misses inside 1-1 rather. Fontanelle with 6 hits in the series. Karen Paris will hit 6 and play short. Nick Rodriguez in the 7th spot at second. Harold Cole pads 8th. He'll be the designated hitter as the pitch is down and away. A changeup 2-1. And batting 9th is David Calabrese. He's out and right. We'll get you the lookout defense in just a moment as Javier Rivera on the bump. Next offering. Missing down and away. A slider. 3 balls and a strike, former Florida Atlantic Owl. As the throw got away from Rivera, he'll get a new baseball. Defense for Chattanooga, left to right, Jorge, Allen, and Sasaki. Third to first, Warren, Balcazar, Patelli, and Collier. Behind the plate, Hunter, and on the hill again is Javier Rivera. They call him Jai, though. Here's the 3-1. Fastball swung and hit foul straight back to the screen. May have chased ball 4, Lugo, 3-2. Matthew, 254, 3 homers, 26 driven in. Came on as a pinch hitter in the 9th inning of Game 1. Came up with a single. His 5th hit of the series. Here's a payoff pitch. Missing high, and that'll be ball 4. That one was well off the plate, and a good start to the first inning as Lugo will trot to first. Walk number 1 for Rivera, and 1 on with no one out for Rowdy Rodriguez. 304, 5 homers, and 28 driven in. Fans Defense Pest Solutions is a proud sponsor of Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball. On a service you can trust to protect what matters most. That's Defense Pest Solutions. Rodriguez, 5 of 19 for the series. Had a tough first game, though, went 0 for 4. A couple of strikeouts and a double play ball, and he taps the first pitch foul up the third base line, a slider. And it goes to 0-1. Rivera, drafted in 2021 by the Reds. This is his first appearance against the Trash Pandas. He's got the big 4, a fastball, a curve, a slider, and a changeup. He's only made 1 other Double-A appearance. Here's the 0-1. Swung and hit foul, straight back out of play. Going to go to 0-2. He did that on May 17th against Pensacola. Pitched pretty well, 4 innings, 4 hits, an earned run. He walked 2 and struck out 1. Got a no decision in that game. So the count of 0-2 as Rodriguez is down in the count. Wind drifting in on this rainy Sunday evening. Again, 73 degrees at first pitch. It looks like we're going to get this series in, which is, frankly, a minor miracle.
Yep.
From the belt, Rivera kicks the 0-2. In the dirt, going to get past Hunter, and he'll go to the backstop, and moving to second will be Lugo. The ball actually bounced out of play, and Lugo will have to stop at second. It actually bounced behind the pitch clock, right behind the Rocket City first base on deck circle. I've never seen that before. Here's the replay. As you can see, it ricocheted off Hunter, skipped off the backstop, and landed behind the clock. So runner at second on the wild pitch, and the count 1-2 on Rowdy. Rivera kicks and fires. Fastball called strike 3. That was right down the middle. Rowdy was looking for something else. He's rung up. Strikeout number 1. Fans, get all your Trash Pandas gear online at shoptrashpandas.com or in the store at the Junkyard Team store at Toyota Field or the Trash Pandas store located on Hughes Road. 1 out, here's Gustavo Campero, 274, 4 homers, 18 driven in. Right against left, first pitch. Fastball down and in, it's 1-0. Gus came up with a runner at first and 1 out in the 9th inning. Trash Pandas down by 2 and grounded into a game-ending 4-6-3 double play. He'll stand in. He's had a quiet week, only 2 hits. Here's the set. Rivera with the 1-0. Taking all the way was Campero. Not sure what happened there on the changeup, but it was off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Rocket City with a win here, they would move to within a game of first place as Chattanooga crawled to a 3-2 discrepancy in this series. The 2-0 swung on and hit foul straight back. Going to go to 2-1. So a chance to move to within a game of Chattanooga, also a chance for Rocket City to win its third consecutive series as they have won 3 of the first 5 games. They wheel Campero around to the right, shaded up the middle, the shortstop Balcazar. The 2-1 by Rivera, here it is. Fastball belted into deep right. Drifting back Sasaki on the track. At the wall, it is gone! A rainmaker on a rainy night by Campero. And it stretched just far enough. Home run number 5, RBI 19 and 20, and it's 2-0.
This team had scored at first in, 5 consecutive ball games. That came to an end, but, man, especially in these shortened games, it's great to grab a lead. You mentioned it's been kind of a quiet lead for Gustavo Campero. He's just missed a few pitches here and there. We thought he might do that earlier in the series, but, man, good for Gus, and great way to start, and giving Ryan Johnson a 2-0 lead, too.
Hey. A slider. So, and won 4 homers, 29 driven in. He had a 2-run homer and gave that pulled Rocket City to within 2. That's as close as the Trash Pandas would get, though. Flint, ready, next pitch. Swung on, dribbled up the third base line, and that's going to be an infield single. He laid that out there perfectly. Well off the line, that third was Warren by a good 30 feet. I don't know if Tucker meant to do that, but he caught it off the end of the bat, chopped it up the third base line. It hugged the line, and it was an easy hit as he could Cadillac it to first. Love it when guys do that. Go against the shift. So second hit of the inning, man on with 1 out. Here's Cole Fontenelle, 235, 2 homers, 7 driven in. He's had a whale of a series. First pitch, well high with a fastball. It is 1-0. Cole 6 of 17 for the series. Had 2 hits in game 1. Leading at first is Flint. Next pitch. Gonna miss low, another changeup. 2 balls and no strikes. Fans at AFIX, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding. We handle it all. Find out more at afix.com as the next pitch is inside. Another slider will go to 3-0, and right now, Rivera fighting it a little bit. My guess is Fontenelle will get the green light. He's ready to go. The set and delivery, way high, ball 4. That was nowhere near. A fastball, and Flint will go to second. Fontenelle on at first. Second walk of the inning and of the game for Rivera. And Joel Bond had seen enough. He's going to walk out there and have a word with Rivera, who's a little all over the place. 6'1", $195 is Rivera. He's a little older. He's 26 years old. As they go out there and talk to him. Florida Atlantic, that's the same stomping grounds as one Nolan Shanawell. Trash Panda for all of 16 games. Rivera actually spent some time with the Louisville Bats as well. As Bonnet comes back into the third base dugout, and we'll resume action in just a second. And some of these little kids have a little tarp-off action going on behind the Lookouts dugout. That's the third base side. Here's Kyron Parrish, right on right. Runners at first and second. Here's the delivery. Swung and hit, foul straight back. Oh, what a cut by Kyron, but he couldn't put it in play. KP 194, no homers and 7 driven in. The right-handed bat is ready. Next pitch, swung and lifted into right. Going back though, Sasaki in front of the track. He'll move to his left, make the catch. Runner tags at second. He'll go to third. Will Flint just missing a 3-run homer was Paris as he sent it to about 2 feet in front of the warning track. Sasaki up to the task. Second to third goes Flint. Staying at first is Fontenelle. Runners at the corners with 2 away for Nick Rodriguez.
Nick had a nice game 1. Able to put together some great at-bats and on base via the walk, and then also a base hit, that little looper into shallow left field. He's now been on base in 26 of his last 28 games.
Nick, 263, a homer and 19 driven in. He chases the first pitch down and in, swings and misses for a strike, 0-1. Let's give our station a chance to identify itself. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live. Next pitch swung on and hit foul off to the left by Rodriguez. It's 0-2 and a chance for Rivera to wrap up this inning. Rivera did not pitch last year. In 2024, he was at High A Dayton, went 5-2 there, and ERA just north of 4. Here's the set in the 0-2. Runner goes from first, and the pitch inside, and taking second without a throw was Fontenelle. He was trying to get Hunter to fire down to second and maybe try that double steal that Rocket City pulled off last week at Birmingham. But Hunter kept it in his pocket for Fontenelle. That'll be his second stolen base in as many opportunities. Now a hit could mean 2 runs. Next offering, swung and ripped foul off to the left. Going to remain at a ball and 2 strikes on Rodriguez, who's quietly had a nice series, like Chris said, 4 of 12. He'll step back in as playing well off the line at third is Warren. Rivera comes set. Here's the 1-2. Way high, missed with the fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And I'll tell you what, our fans have been diehards the last few days here. Of course, post-game fireworks after we get done here, but man, they've stuck around through some tough delays.
A lot of room on the left side. 2-2. Swung and hit foul straight back. Nick chased the bad one. That one was a high fastball. It will stay at 2-2. But you're right. It would be easy to go home, and I don't think anyone could blame folks who chose to go home, but those who have stuck it out, we really do appreciate it. And it means a lot to the players, too.
Oh, yeah.
2-2, leading at third Flint, away at second Fontenelle. Next pitch. Swung on and tipped foul into the mid of Hunter, and that will end the inning as getting the strikeout is Rivera, and the Trash Pandas will settle for 2 runs. Both are earned on the 2-run homer by Campero. That was one of 2 hits in the inning. No errors and 2 men left in scoring position. At the end of 1, it's 2-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live. Broadcast producer extraordinaire getting some video of a beautiful sunset that's happening behind us following the rainstorm as the first pitch is missed high and away by Ryan Johnson. 1-0 on Cade Hunter, 231, 2 homers, 14 driven in as the next pitch is a cutter that hits the outside corner. 1-1 on Hunter, who's at 231, 2 home runs, 14 driven in. Ryan Johnson struck out 2 of the 5 men he faced in the first. He also walked 2. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, rolled, foul, past first as narrowly missing a double was Hunter. It'll go to a ball and 2 strikes. 2-0 Trash Pandas as they're looking to win the series. They'll look in. Johnson, he's ready to go. The 1-2. Called strike 3. A sweeper. He hung it, but Hunter didn't know what to do with it. Strikeout number 3 for Johnson. Out number 1 in the Northrop Grumman second inning. And here's Shane Sasaki.
Yeah, that sweeper. I tell you what, just with his delivery, you know, I mean, here's a guy who he's a major league arm.
Yes.
No doubt about that. Pitching against AA guys, for him, it's just command.
Fastball missing high 1-0. I just read it moments ago, but had like 12 walks in 23 innings or something. That's not going to cut it. You got to get it over, as it's 1-0 on the right-handed hitter. Next offering. And there's a strike. It'll go 2-1-1. In fact, let's see here. He had 7 walks in 8 1/3 innings while with the Angels this season. Next pitch, did he go around? They appeal, and no, he did not, says first base umpire John Forster. 2 balls and a strike. By the way, behind the plate calling the balls and strikes is Jared Neal. At first is John Forster, the crew chief. Your third base umpire is Connor Kroll. As the next offering is another strike, another cutter. On the inner half, it's 2-2.
And to be honest, you know, Josh, he went to spring training this year. I don't know that he was necessarily destined to go straight to the big league, the opening day roster again, but he pitched well during spring training, went 2-0, and he already just over 6 games, 2 starts, and made the opening day roster again.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on, hit foul back behind us out of the stadium. I'm going to say at 2-2, and let's be candid, as much as the Angels bullpen has struggled, they needed as many arms as they could get, and he was just one of those guys. Again, the number 2 prospect in the Angels system, according to Baseball America. 23 strikeouts in 2 games during spring training. As the next pitch is fouled away. That can't be right.
2 starts. It was 6
I'm
total
sorry.
games, 2 starts, 6 total games, 23 strikeouts. But that's what I'm saying. He earned another opening day roster. And
2-2, a swing and a miss. Cutter well down and away. 4 strikeouts already for Johnson. 2 quick outs in the Northrop Grumman second inning for Xavier Warren. Trash Panda fans, if you want to continue following the Angels' top prospects like Ryan Johnson and tomorrow's stars wherever you go, then be sure to download the Valley Sports Live app. It's hands down the best way to watch minor league baseball. Get every game at your fingertips all season long, plus real-time enhanced stats and an interactive bingo game you can play right along with every pitch. As the first pitch is low, it's 1-0. You can watch from your phone or your TV, and the best part, it's completely free. Just head to the App Store and download Valley Sports Live today. So Warren, 192, 4 home runs, 19 driven in. 1-0, swung on, hit foul at home plate. Going to even at a ball and a strike. Hope everyone's enjoying the extended weekend. But as I always mention on Memorial Day, don't forget the reason why we're doing it either. As Johnson will go back to the rubber. Enjoy your day tomorrow and never forget why we're doing it. As the 1-1 is swung, ripped into right field for a base hit. That was a cutter that he kept down and in, but able to turn on it was Warren. He'll pick up the first hit of the game for Chattanooga. And 1 on with 2 out for Dominic Patelli. That one was 99 off the bat. And for Johnson, he's now at 37 pitches. This was kind of the area of the limit we were expecting him today, but we're looking at that Rocket City bullpen. No one's throwing. Maybe they're just trying to get him through this second inning. Patelli, a left-handed hitter, facing Johnson, who'll check first. Playing up at third is Fontenelle. Ryan's first pitch, swung on, bounded right at first. Near the bag, fielding it is Flint. He turns around, steps on the base, and the lookouts are finished in the Northrop Grumman second inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left. Bottom of the Northrop Grumman second on its way. Rocket City ahead 2-0. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live. Rocket City on top. Fans, the mission at Northrop Grumman is to be at the forefront of technology and innovation, delivering superior capability in tandem with maximized cost efficiencies. The security solutions they provide help secure freedoms for our nation as well as those of our allies. Due up for Rocket City, the 8-9-1 hitters Cole, Calabrese, and Lugo against Jai Rivera as the fastball will miss high. It's 1-0 on Cole. 189, 2 homers, 26 driven in. I'm looking down there. I don't see anyone throwing for Rocket City. That's maybe a mild surprise. As the next pitch is inside, it's 2-0. That was a changeup.
Some dark clouds have been around, but there's no rain in these clouds. Nothing on the radar.
That's music to everyone's ears. As the next offering, a swing and a miss, a slider down and away. Fanning at it was Cole. It's 2-1. Here's the funny thing. We go to Montgomery on Tuesday, and it's supposed to rain all week down there, too.
Yeah, it's not going away.
Next pitch. That's in there for a strike. A slider on the outer half. 2-2. But in all honesty, it's been a very dry spring. This rain is needed. 2-2 on Cole. Here's the windup and delivery. Missing down and away. A changeup. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Of course, in Montgomery, they've been playing the Sun Belt Conference tournament. They've had to play some of those games at Troy just to get them all in because of the weather.
Here's the 3-2 on the way. Called strike 3, and Cole knew it. That was a 4-seam fastball low in the zone, and Harold couldn't pull the trigger. 3 strikeouts for Rivera, and that's out number 1 in the Northrop Grumman second inning. Fans, download the Trash Pandas Rewards app where you can become a member to earn points throughout the season for exclusive prizes. Scan the QR code and download the app and sign up now. Here's David Calabrese, 196, a homer and 9 driven in, and he whiffs at the first pitch. That's a changeup that was hung up there. 0-1.
And congratulations to Southern Miss. They win the Sun Belt. Congratulations to Georgia. They won the SEC.
How about Georgia Tech? They won the ACC.
There you go.
Next offering, swung and tipped foul at home plate. 0-2. Once again, God's country doing the Lord's work.
Myself and Matt Gabriel very excited about the Golden Eagles.
Who's Matt Gabriel?
Our strength coach.
Oh, that's right. He went to So Miss, didn't he? Or he was a coach there for a while.
Yeah.
Count 0-2.
Performance guy.
Well, I know now who you're talking about. Here's the 0-2. Way high and away. That's with a 4-seam fastball, 1-2. Matt's one of those guys who's, you look at his resume, he's been about anywhere. He was at Notre Dame for a while. 1-2 on Calabrese. David 1 for 5 in the series. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by him. Gotta give Rivera some credit, boy. It looked like he was about to be knocked out of this thing in the first inning, but now he has struck out 3 men in a row. Give him 4 for the game. 2 out. We go back to the top of the order. And Matthew Lugo, who started the 2-run uprising in the first inning with a walk, he later came in to score. Not a prototypical leadoff hitter, but with Wade Meckler's promotion, there's not too many guys on that Rocket City roster who can fill this spot, as the first pitch is a slider that could have been a strike, but it was called inside. 1-0, but he's a veteran hitter. He's one of those guys who can put together long at-bats and really try and set the table for the rest of the lineup. Next pitch, oh, it hit him. Threw him a slider, and it continued to tail inside, and a very loud boo comes from below, but there's nothing intentional about that. A 2-out hit by pitch. Lugo will trot to first. And 1 on with 2 away for Rowdy Rodriguez, who struck out looking his first time.
This was a slider at 78.
I'll leave Bruce. So 1 on with 2 out, Rowdy. He waits right against right. And the first pitch. Down and away and looking toward first is Hunter as the changeup missed. It's 1-0. Rowdy is scuffling a little bit over the last 2 games. 0 for 1 in this one, 0 for 4 in game 1. Don't sound the alarm yet, but just something we're noticing. Next pitch. Missing high with a fastball. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, got out to a little bit of a slow start. Then, of course, he's been a monster the last month plus. Start to figure him out. Teams do get a little bit of a better scouting report. But the thing about him is,
throw to first and back in there safely as Lugo.
Is Rowdy, the thing about him, it's hard to pitch or focus in on something just because he has such a great eye for that zone.
Here's the 2-0. taking it away, a fastball 3-0. But that's why you like seeing him go somewhere and stay there for an extended period of time, because a guy can get off to a slow start, he can get off to a fast start, but I think the biggest question for a lot of hitters is, how do you handle the adjustments when you see a guy 3, 4, 5 times in a season and they figure you out? How do you adjust back as the pitch is swung and fouled back? And boy, Rowdy upset with himself. He had one to drill and he fouled it back. Because you may face a guy and you may have him the first 2 or 3 times you face him, but then you face him June, July, August. Maybe he's got something on you. Can you adjust back to him? Here's the set. Runner goes, 3-1. He went around, throw to second is going to be in plenty of time. Thrown out at second on the caught stealing is Lugo. That'll go 2-4, and that will retire. We go to the top of the third inning. Ryan Johnson going to remain out there, and here to give you the play-by-play is Chris Harris.
Saving some pitches, not a whole lot of warm-up there for Ryan Johnson either, as Rocket City is on top.
Well, we get a 90-second break between innings for the pitchers to warm up. Some of the guys will use all of them. Some of them will, I think the max is 8 pitches. Some won't use that many. He may have thrown 1 or 2. That was it.
Leading things off is Jorge, their leadoff hitter. First pitch to Carlos in there for a called strike. So Johnson back out there for the third inning. He's thrown 39 pitches. Expecting to see maybe Bryce Osmond, who was the scheduled original starting pitcher today once Johnson was optioned to us on Wednesday. As the pitch misses low to Jorge, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Well, the lights in full effect now here inside Toyota Field. It's been a long day, a good day of baseball, other than the trash bin is not getting the win in the first game as a bouncer's hit right back to Johnson. He'll step and throw over to first, and Jorge is retired for the first out in the top half of the third inning. But a chance for Rocket City to win their third consecutive series if they can win this one, and they're off to a good start on that 2-run home run by Campero. Let's take a look at this comebacker. That was the sinking fastball from Johnson. Works out of the windup, that very unusual delivery. It's almost like a violent delivery, too, as the pitch, a fastball, a strike, or that splitter, excuse me, is a strike right down the middle.
It's like he just looks in and says, okay, I'm going to throw it, and then he throws it as hard as he can.
It's your normal windup, your prototypical windup, and then all of a sudden it just gets weird after he puts his hands over his head. As that pitch is cut on a miss, throws the sinker there at 94.
It's a very short stride to home plate.
He bends his knees as he looks in, holds the glove in front of his belt. And the 0-2 pitch, ground ball, bounce towards first. In between, hop pickup over there by Tucker Flynn as he'll run it to first and step on the bag, and that is out number 2. 3 unassisted on the putout.
Tucker's gotten so much smoother over there at first base. Remember, outfielder by trade, but he knows here on this ground ball, I don't need to stab at it, just let the ball come into my glove and then make the play. And that's exactly what he did.
These field conditions are, obviously it's not perfect, but considering all the rain, this is incredible. Haven't seen any slippage or anything like that so far. It's amazing when we pull the tarp and the water comes off, it starts bubbling up just because it's draining. Drains so much water. There's a swing and a miss on a sweeper that time. As the count on Cam Collier goes quickly to no balls and 2 strikes. Johnson looking for his 5th strikeout. Trying for a quick inning here in the 3rd. Gets his sign, and here comes the 0-2. Swing and a tapper out the end of the bat, foul, and rolls over the third base dugout towards the camera well. Out of Dallas Baptist, 74th overall pick in that 2024 draft. Compensation for Shohei Ohtani, signing with the Dodgers. Another tapper foul.
Remember, Collier gave him a double of a time his first time up. It must have been an 8 or 9 pitch at bat before he finally got him to strike out, and right now he's fighting him right here.
6'7", this right-hander. Collier, left-handed batter, awaits another 0-2 pitch. That one bounces in the dirt, went back to the sweeper at 82. Pitched that as a starter in college as well as a reliever. I mentioned the all-time strikeout record holder at Dallas Baptist. The pitch on the way. Oh, a friendly fire as he fouls that one off that front foot. And Collier stays alive with a count of ball and 2 strikes. It's a rare category for him, just the 24th player in Major League Baseball history going straight from the draft to the majors without first playing in the minor leagues. Debut was last year on March 25th against the Chicago White Sox. There's the next offering. Down and in, misses with the ball there. And the count evens up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
By the way, Knoxville lost earlier today, so Rocket City, a game ahead of them for second, can move a game and a half up with a win here.
Next offering grounded softly towards the right side, ranging over to get it. Nick Rodriguez over is Johnson covering the bag. He takes the throw, steps on the bag, and the side is retired. Here we go to the bottom of the third inning from Toyota Field. Rocket City is leading it 2-0 on a Gustavo Campero home run in the first inning. And the first pitch to Rowdy Rodriguez is a ball high, and it's 1-0. Back to work goes Javi Rivera. There's Campero at the home run earlier. On deck, hanging off-speed pitch that time, a slider up, and Rowdy pops it up down that first base line and out of play.
Second one of those he had a chance to crush.
He's just a tick off right now is Rowdy, as he finds himself with an even count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next to him, oh, that's another one too. That was just a little bit inside, but a good swing on that changeup. Ball and 2 strikes to the 23-year-old.
And what I love about this is an at-bat where you can go back and look at the tape if you're Rowdy and whomever else, and just kind of go through it step by step. Hey, this is where you're a little off. Work on the mechanics. It's all part of growing.
1-2 pitch headed home. Swing and a bouncer foul past third. He stays alive. Wastes a pitch that time. Well, we began today's action just after, what, 4:30 or so? No, it was 4:20. First game. Picked up last night's game as Rowdy takes high. It's 2-2. 4:20 we started. The resumption of last night's game. Picked it up in the bottom of the fourth. Ends up being a 6-2 victory for Chattanooga, or 6-4 victory for Chattanooga. As there's a check swing foul tap off the bat of Rodriguez. Stays in there with the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tucker Flynn hit a home run to cut it to 2. So final was 6-4 though. Then we had a delay getting this second game started. Not an official delay, but rain halted things. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a drive deep towards left field. Yes, sir. Kiss it goodbye, Rowdy Rodriguez. That had a ton of top spin on it, but it gets over that left field wall. Jorge hardly moved in left field, and it's 3-0 on Rowdy's 6th home run.
Boy, he was so close on several others, and he finally got one to handle. And you know who the happiest person is in the ballpark other than Rowdy? Carlos Jorge. He had no idea where the ball was. He just froze. He didn't even look. He didn't know where the ball went. And wound up going over his head, and now we got a plume of smoke in right field.
That was 102 out the bat, 381 feet.
Are we doing this now?
That could be. Is that cryo?
I guess. It's the first time I've seen that.
First pitch, a strike to Gustavo Campero. That was a great at-bat by Rowdy. 7 pitches. Pitches low that time to Gustavo. 1 ball, 1 strike. Team's adding a little power here the last few days, huh?
No kidding. And even, 3 home runs today.
Ground ball hit off the end of the bat down the first base line. Fielded by Collier. Flips to his pitcher covering for the first out of the inning. Home run number 6 for Rowdy. RBI number 29. He was in a tie for 4th place in the league in RBIs coming into play today. Tucker Flint with his Harry Potter introduction. Now we got the scoreboard on the monitor there. Chance to get you those great transitions. Those Harry Potter transitions with our guys are really cool that Matt Mitchie put together.
Hey, Tucker's parents, if you're watching, let us know if you want us to get y'all that picture.
0-1. Is that Hermione's hair?
I don't know. I don't follow this stuff.
Somebody had Ron Wheeler's.
There are just some, though, that are fit a guy perfectly. That one fits him pretty well.
0-2 the count quickly on Tucker. Pitch on the way is low that time.
That's one of those, like, in 5 years when Tucker's ready to get married, they'll show his fiance. They'll be like, oh, look at our son when he was a ball player.
1-2 pitch in the dirt low. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Tucker. Flint singled his first time up. Of course, homered. He's homered twice in the series now. Up to 4 home runs, 29 RBIs. He's sitting now second in the league with those 11 doubles. And of course, all of his home runs have been the opposite way, towards either left center or down the left field line. Next pitch is fouled straight back as he stays alive. Harry Potter weekend, so the Harry Potter theme. Give a lot of kudos to Hayden Porter. The Carlin brothers yesterday. Matt Mitchie pulling tons of hours. Darius Smith. There's a swing and a miss. Chases one down and out of the strike zone. That's out number 2. That's strikeout number 5 for Javi Rivera. And 2 away now for Cole Fontenelle.
Javi's shown some pretty good stuff here. I know he's given up 3 runs, 2 home runs, but he's got great movement on his pitches, and he's got Rocket City a little off balance.
Fastball way upstairs that time to Cole, switch hitter batting from the left side.
Now that being said, when he misses, he really misses.
Walked his first time up and stole a base, did Fontenelle, as he takes a big swing and a miss on that fastball that was up. That was only 89 miles an hour.
So our little tarp off crowd over there.
See Morris Morioka, a.k.a. Hiroshi the Hot Dog, over there as well. 2 balls and a strike on Cole.
There they are. Making memories.
Pitch in the dirt low. One experience at a time.
That's right. That's our motto here at Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball. Whether that's watching a hot dog run around the warning track or taking your shirt off.
3-1 pitch. Big swing and a foul straight back by Fontenelle. His splits have been fairly even against right-handed pitching from the left side, 226, against left-handers hitting 214. 3-2, lays off of it high, ball 4. He walks for the second time. That's another great at bat.
He didn't do a whole lot of that last year, did he? He didn't draw too many walks. Good to see him do that. More patient you become, sooner or later the opposing pitcher has to give in to you, and that's when you can tee off.
Give a ton of credit to Tony Jaramillo, hitting coach for the Rocket City Trash Pandas. He is an extremely smart individual when it comes to hitting. Off-speed pitch, a swing and a miss that time as Kyron Paris flied out to right his first time up. I was impressed with Tony yesterday. We had the Angels teammate yesterday, and it was Andrew, who was the Angels teammate. Got a chance to spend some time, 12 years old, spent some time with the team yesterday. Swing and a miss that time by Kyron. Count 0-2, and he spent about 10 minutes working on his swing.
Well, Tony comes from a pretty good pedigree. His uncle, Rudy Jaramillo, very renowned hitting coach at the major league level, mostly with the Texas Rangers. He was there a good 15 seasons, which is unheard of when it comes to coaches.
0-2 pitch to Kyron, lays off of a slider that time that just misses off the outside corner.
Oh, what I love about Tony, he's got that blue-collar work ethic. Doesn't say a whole lot, just shows up, does the job, and gets the most out of his boys.
Here's a ground ball. He jammed him with a fastball in. Shortstop comes up with it. Long throw across, gets away from Collier. Heading to third base, Fontenelle. He's going to be held up there by Joe Cruzel. But on his, wait a second, now, while he just turned and stayed at first base, is Kyron Paris. So first and third, and 2 outs. And here comes Nick Rodriguez with an opportunity. And also out of the dugout comes Jose Moreno.
Balcazar got caught in between right there. At first he wanted to go to second, but Patelli hadn't covered in time, so he had to make a flat-footed throw to first with a very fast Paris going down the line. That's when he dirted it, and Collier couldn't pick it.
So you haven't seen officially how they've scored it. That'll be a throwing error, though. So E6, and that's going to be it for Rivera. So he'll exit the ball game after 72 pitches. New pitcher coming on for Chattanooga. We'll tell you who it is. Rocket City's up 3-0. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live. Call to the bullpen made here by the Chattanooga Lookouts as they turn to left-hander Bryce Hubbard. He takes over on the hill. He is a southpaw. He's 24 years old. Played his college ball at Florida State. Born in Peoria, Illinois. Former third-round pick. 94th overall selection by the Reds in 2022. Former Florida State Seminole. Takes over for the Chattanooga Lookouts. 2 outs, runners at the corners, and the first pitch to Nick Rodriguez is a called strike 1. Unofficial line for Rivera, 2 2/3 innings, 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 2 home runs allowed, 72 total pitches. Here's an 0-1 pitch on the way to Nick. Speed pitch, he fouls it straight back. That was a slider at 78 miles an hour. Well, for Hubbard, comes on out of this Chattanooga bullpen. This is his 5th appearance. 1-0, a 2.25 ERA. 8 innings of work, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts, 2 earned runs allowed. Opponents hitting just .083 against him as he tosses over to first base to check on Kyron Paris, who reached on the error. At third base is Cole Fontenelle. Reached on a 2-out walk, advanced to third on the throwing error. Back earlier in the inning, it was a solo home run by Rowdy Rodriguez on the 7th pitch of his at-bat. Makes it a 3-0 game. Fastball that time fouled straight back. We're in this bottom of the 3rd inning. It's a 7-inning game. Series finale, a chance for Rocket City to win their 3rd consecutive series after winning both on that last road trip to Pensacola and Birmingham. The next is outside, runner takes off, and that's an easy stolen base for Kyron Paris. His 5th stolen base on the year. And now 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. And if Nick could get a base hit, this game might be broken open.
Well, yeah, he was in this position back in the 1st inning, came over the strikeout, but put together a very good at-bat. Let's see what he does here.
Tough lefty-on-lefty matchup. Nick's ready, and here comes the offering. That pitch low and outside for a ball, and the count evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2-2, deuces wild. Couple of home runs producing the 3 runs. 2-run shot by Campero in the 1st. Solo shot by Rowdy here in the 3rd. The kick and the pitch. Off speed, popped him up. Third base side, foul territory. Over is Warren. Will he have room? No. It lands about 5 rows deep. And a fan comes away with the souvenir from...
I want you to guess.
I'm going to say he is from Fairhope.
No, Chris. God. I feel like we have to start over. No, it's Gunnersville.
Gunnersville.
It's obviously Gunnersville.
Okay.
I mean, you can tell by his kneecaps.
Pitch is popped up into shallow left field. Down the line, it's slicing and going to drop. Heck of an effort by Xavier Warren, sliding on that wet warning track as it bounces in foul ground. And back to the plate will come Nick Rodriguez.
Good effort here by Warren, but boy, what a tough play. Back to the infield, trying to make a Willie Mays style catch, and see just beyond his reach. But another mulligan here for Rodriguez. You're figuring at some point he's going to get one in play.
This will be the 8th pitch of this at-bat. Mano-y-mano here. The pitch. Swing and a broken bat flare towards the right side of the infield. Fielded by Collier. Flips to the pitcher covering. He dives to the base and he's out. Oh, man. What a heck of a slide head first.
Here's a replay.
John Forrester calls him out. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. And no argument from Rocket City.
No. A lot of times when you slide like that, you don't get the benefit of the doubt. Welcome back to Toyota Field here in Madison, Alabama, as the Trash Pandas, they lead it 3-0. Ruben Ibarra leading things off against Ryan Johnson, as first pitch was a ball. That one a strike, and the count, excuse me, that first one was a strike. Now it's 0-2. Well, special guest in the booth, Mary Swanstrom, joins us, and you guys are here with Alabama Beaches, and there's some exciting news about getting it down there towards the Gulf of Mexico as well.
Chris, we're so excited to be here, and I'm from Huntsville International Airport, and
Yeah.
Joanna's here from Alabama Beaches, so we brought her up to help us celebrate that we now have a nonstop flight from Huntsville direct to Gulf Shores.
That's outstanding, and getting some FaceTime there as well. But I hear nothing but amazing things what's going on. Of course, we're an Angels affiliate, and I hear about the Los Angeles flight as well, which is really nice. And you guys now, of course, putting in this flight, which as we get towards summertime, as Ibarra hits a ground ball towards third, Fontenelle up with it, and tosses over to first for the first out. But as we get towards summertime, that's going to be something that folks should be taking full advantage of.
I think it's just a wonderful thing for our community. We know that our community has wanted this for a long time. A quicker way to get to the beach. You don't have to drive there anymore. You're there in under an hour. You're there in time for dinner. And it's set up flying Thursdays and Sundays, so you can spend a long weekend at the beach. And Joanna will tell you that you don't even have to worry about packing the car with a bunch of things. They have everything you need there. You need a baby crib, they've got it. You need a car, they've got it.
Well, first of all, tell me, is Ryan Johnson getting a visit here from manager Joe Cruz? It looks like he's going to be taken out of the ball game after the first 3 1/3 innings. And I tell you what, we'll stay in chat during this break if you don't mind.
Sure.
How can folks take advantage of this flight? Where do they go? How do they get the flight?
Well, we're really excited that this is an Allegiant flight, and so you're headed to the beach on a jet, not just a prop plane. So it's a 156-seat jet. That Allegiant is running right now promotional fares. They're about $40 one way, and of course that is a basic fare. So if you want to add things on, you want to sit a little closer to the front of the plane, or you want to take carry-on bags or check bags with you, then you pay for the things that you want. You're not paying for everything for everybody. So that's how these low-cost fares work. But AllegiantAir.com is the place to find your fares, or if you want more information about all the nonstop flights we have at Huntsville International, then you can go to our website, flyhuntsville.com.
Love it. You make it easy for me. That's perfect. Mary Swanstrom from the Huntsville Airport, and I guess I'll let you guys trade here.
Sure,
we can
come
talk
on,
about Alabama Beaches as well. While we transition up here in the booth, Bryce Osmond is the new pitcher for Rocket City, as Ryan Johnson got a nice ovation. That was really nice to see from our crowd. Ryan will go 3 1/3 innings in the start. No runs allowed on 1 hit. Ends up walking 2 and striking out 4. So nice outing for Ryan Johnson. Bryce Osmond, the new pitcher, and he will be facing off against Leo Balcazar here with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Rocket City on top 3-0. So Joanna Allman joins me, Alabama Beaches, and so we know how to get down there now. Now tell me the rest.
Well, we make it easy. So Allegiant has non So we're excited to kind of promote the flights both ways. We want our locals up here too enjoying great baseball games like this.
Absolutely. There's a called third strike as Osmond comes on, and see that fastball burns the outside corner. And 2 outs now as Cade Hunter will be the batter. Now, you guys partnering with the Trash Pandas, why is that so important for you guys to spread your message with like tonight's game?
Well, we want, like I said, we love locals. We love the state of Alabama, so we're excited to really get to know our Huntsville market and to remind people that, you know, a lot of Huntsville people have already been coming to our beaches. We want to remind them that they don't have to drive. You can fly now. It's so easy. It's just under an hour, and that you don't have to pack everything up. We have all the amenities down there for you. There are so many rental companies. You can rent golf clubs. You don't have to, you know,
put them
check
on the
those.
plane.
Exactly. Think of everything you're loading up in your car. There's somewhere down on our beach that you can rent that.
Fly ball out towards right field. And over to make the catch is David Calabrese for the third out. Well, what a great half inning. Mary Swanstrom, Huntsville Airport. You get your flight, Allegiant.com, fly Allegiant, then turnkey operation down there on the beach as Joanne. Rocket City leads it 3-0 as we make our way now to the bottom of the fourth inning. Leading things off for Rocket City is Harold Cole. It'll be Cole followed by Calabrese, then back to the top of the lineup in Matthew Lugo. As a lefty back to work out there as the pitch on the way. A fastball is a called strike that time. Hubbard, second inning of work for him. Cole struck out in his first at bat. Their starting pitcher, Javi Rivera, his final line, 2 2/3 innings, 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. As the left-hander deals the next and throws a slider that just catches the outside corner. It was a borderline pitch, but it freezes Harold, and that's out number 1. Strikeout number 1 for the southpaw. So 3 runs tagged to the starting pitcher, Rivera. He's the pitcher of record, at least right now, for Chattanooga. As the number 9 batter, David Calabrese, stands in, takes a ball. I tell you what, you talked to me a few days ago, and the odds of us getting all 6 games in this series, I don't know if I would have given you very good odds, but it has taken yeoman's work by a lot of people. Grounds crew number 1. All An unbelievable job. 2 balls, no strikes on Calabrese. The 2-0 pitch, he had a green light, pops it up back foul and into the seats. There's a kickoff of the upper concourse, bounces around down there. 2 balls and a strike on Calabrese. Couple of home runs is how Rocket City's gotten their runs. Here's a line shot to the gap in deep left center field, but over into that gap is Jay Allen. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. 2 down for Matthew Lugo. He bats for the 3rd time. He's been on base each of his first 2 trips to the plate, a walk and a hit by pitch. Scored a run back in the 1st on that 2-run home run by Gustavo Campero. First pitch to him is a ball outside. It's 1-0. That one just barely missed off the outside corner. In fact, if we had ABS and it was challenged, it would be a strike. As a southpaw's 1-0 pitch bounces in the dirt low. It's 2 balls and no strikes. A day off tomorrow. It'll be a much, much deserved day off tomorrow. After we've had 2 games suspended in this series. We've had, I believe, 3 or 4 delays. As a fastball taken outside, we had just over 2 hours in delays last night into today. About that long the other night, too, where the game was suspended. Away. And that's a strike, so it's 3-1. Hopefully that tarp will not have to come out anymore until at least the next homestand. Next offering, line down the right field line towards the right fielder who moves over. That's Shane. Bryce Osmond back to work in his now 2nd inning of relief as Ryan Johnson goes 3 1/3 innings, allowed no runs on 1 hit, walked 2, and struck out 4 in his first outing for the Trash Pandas. As Bryce Osmond got the next 2 to end that 1-2-3 top of the 4th as Osmond deals. And his first pitch is outside, ball 1 to Shane Sasaki. Well, for Johnson, I'd say a very successful outing for him. Through 57 pitches, 36 were strikes. As a pitch up and in, a ball that time to Sasaki, and it's 2-0. So Bryce making his first relief appearance after making his first 8 appearances as a starter. Fastball of beauty that time, and it's a strike at the knees. 2-1. Osmond 1-2 in ERA, just over 8. Coming off an outing against Chattanooga on Tuesday. As the next is pulled on the ground, foul down that third base line. That was a changeup in. He only was able to throw 4 innings in the start on Tuesday, allowed 2 runs on 4 hits, struck out 6, walked 2. As he allowed 6 runs on 7 hits through 4 innings in the start prior. That was at Birmingham. There's an off-speed pitch, a swing and a miss. That was a great cutter, and down on strikes goes Shane Sasaki. Second strikeout, 3 hitters now for Bryce.
I am proud to say that Bryce will be one of my upcoming podcast guests. Really had a great time getting to know him on Thursday. Such a positive attitude, and you really have to have that when you're playing baseball and going from start to start, some good ones, some not so good ones, and he just has a good head on his shoulders.
First pitch foul back by Xavier Warren. There's Sprocket down the concourse.
Why isn't he dressed up like a Harry Potter thing?
He's got the Harry Potter jersey on.
Well, it's the jersey, but
fastball is upstairs a ball. Maybe, for Bryce Osmond, sometimes something different can kind of be good for you. A chance to kind of piggyback here with Ryan Johnson. Here's a swing and a high pop fly out towards shallow left center field. Who wants it? Kyron Paris called off by the left fielder Matthew Lugo, and he hauls it in for out number 2.
It's interesting you say that. Bryce, he's worked through the 5th inning a couple of times this year, but that 4th, 5th inning range is where he really starts to struggle. Now that you've got someone starting in front of him, he can go deeper into the game and start to experience what it's like pitching inning 6, inning 7, and hopefully his arm can continue to stretch out.
Bryce winds and delivers. First pitch is in, a ball to Dominic Patelli.
And maybe, and we don't know this, but maybe he is slated for the bullpen sometime in his career. You don't know yet. That's why he's out here.
Here's a wind and the next. Swinging a bouncer foul down that first base line. Past the dugout.
Yet another Oklahoma State Cowboy pitcher to come through here. Him, Roman Fansalker, Victor Medeiros, who pitched for the Braves earlier this week.
Next on the way, a swing and a miss. That was the sinking fastball by him at 91. But you're right about Bryce. Always smiling, always in a positive mood. That infectious energy. There's a pitch and a swing and a miss. A cut fastball. Chased downstairs by Patelli. 3 strikeouts for Bryce Osmond. bottom of the 5th inning from Toyota Field as the Trash Pandas lead it 3-0, trying to win the series. They did 3 games to 2. Sunday Night Baseball, rarity in the Southern League, as the first pitch is a ball, 1-0 to Rowdy. Chris Harris and Josh Carey. How many tar pulls has the staff had this week, you think?
Gotta be at least 10, right?
Gotta be.
By the way, thank you to Jeff Scarborough back at Mission Command for grinding it out this week.
2 balls, no strikes on Rowdy. Big swing and a foul straight back. Rowdy homered to left his last time up, his 6th on the year. 29th RBI that leads the team.
You know, just being serious here for a moment.
Yeah.
A lot of people wonder, why is this industry hard?
Swinging a ball fouled straight back and out of play.
And it's stuff like that. I mean, people don't realize rolling out the tarp, putting on the field, rolling back up, being soaked, being smelly, then having to work a 9-inning ball game, then maybe a doubleheader the next day, and doing that 65 to 70 times a season. That takes a lot out of people, and that's why the longevity in this industry is very difficult. So when you see these people running around trying to do all these different things and keep everyone entertained while also working behind the scenes, keep in mind there's a lot of 10 to 12-hour days that go along with that.
Or 14, 16 hours
sometimes.
Here's a swing and a drive deep towards right field from Rowdy. Backing up with room, though, as a right fielder. Shane Sasaki makes the catch. Nice job by Sasaki. While we have it second at 9:02, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live. Here's Gustavo Campero, switch hitter, bats from that right side as a fastball misses high and outside for ball 1.
And break out the Los Angeles Angels. They just defeated the Rangers 2-1 to sweep the series.
Yeah, walk-off by any means necessary. A walk-off flare.
Oswald Perez rounds into a force out. Yeah. Good for them. You know, say what you will about what's going on behind the scenes. We're not privy to that. It's easy to roll over and lay down. They just pulled off a sweep at home. Good for them.
They're 3-0 in the Wade Meckler era, Josh. Pitch fouled straight back. What a cut by Campero.
Let's see. Today, former Trash Pandas, Neto went, tough one for Zach. 0 for 4, 4 Ks. Let's see. Vaughn Grissom, not a former Trash Panda, former Brave. 0 for 4. Let's see. Wade did come on as a pinch hitter, had a hit.
He's got a 3-game hitting streak, too. Swing and a miss. Big hack that time by Campero on a slider. Wade Meckler era is undefeated for the Los Angeles Angels.
And how about Reed Detmers? 8 innings, a hit, a run. He struck out 14 tonight. Wow. And then Sam Bachman came on, tossed a scoreless night. Did give up 2 hits and walked 1, but he also struck out 2.
Here's a swing and a high pop fly out towards shallow right field. Patelli, the second baseman, out there on the outfield grass, makes the catch. 2 away now in the bottom of the 5th inning for Tucker Flint.
You know, you look at that game tonight, there's been a lot of discussions about the Angels farm system. Here's what a lot of people don't get is what Perry did was he really centered it around pitching during his time. And the pitchers, for the most part, are the ones who have shown out during the Trash Panda era. And you look at Detmers and what he's capable of. You look at what Bachman is capable of. They've had some good arms go through there. They just got to be more consistent.
1 ball, no strikes, and the next ball, it's 2-0 now on Tucker, who has singled and struck out. Sprocket signing some autographs, Josh. Do you have a ball signed by Sprocket?
No, I don't want one.
What?
Sprocket's been very rude of late.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I offered up a high five. He wouldn't give one to me.
Here's a swinging a chopper up the middle. Who wants it? Nobody. Second baseman, shortstop, Patelli and Balcazar. They both got to the point, but neither got the baseball, and that's the epic C&I single right here.
You need some help along the way to the majors, and this is a good example of that. And I don't know if either one gets to it if they get Tucker, but they didn't help out Hubbard on that last ball. One of them needs to make sure they call the other off and make a stab at it and try to put the ball out first base.
Off the bat, it was 98, but it deadened it when it hit the ground. These fans, I tell you what, it is after 9 o'clock. It was a scheduled 5:35 first pitch. And we had a 4:20 start, and they are still here making noise as the pitch is outside, ball 1 to Cole Fontenelle. That'll be a single for Flint, so he's 2 for 3. Tucker's on at first base. Rocket City up 3-0. Hubbard deals. Line shot to the gap in right center field. That's going to get down into the gap. It's slid and grabbed by Allen. Rounding second, heading third. Now coming home is Flint. The throw is waiting for him on a great relay, and he's tagged down at the plate by Hunter. On we go to the top of the 6th inning. Rocket City, they lead it 3-0, and to take you home here on this Sunday night, here's Josh Carey.
Okay, thanks, Chris. First pitch by Bryce Osmond is a strike. That is a changeup. 0-1. Osmond has been lights out since coming on for Ryan Johnson. He has retired all 5 men he's faced, as the 0-1 is going to miss outside. Another changeup, going to even at a ball and a strike. Going back to that play to end last inning, the out at home on Flint. Tell you what, I don't mind that decision by Joe Cruzel at all, as the 1-1 is swung on and hit foul off to the left. 1 and 2. Number one, like Chris mentioned, a great slide in right center field by the center fielder Jay Allen just to get to the ball. If he doesn't get there, it goes to the wall and the run scores easily. But you're trying to get the ball back in. It's wet. The ball is slipping all over the place as the fastball misses high. 2 and 2. Why not roll the dice and see if someone makes an errant throw? To the Lookouts' credit, they didn't, and Flint was an easy out at the plate, but that's one where it's worth rolling the dice.
And by the way, that went 8-4-2 on the putout at the plate.
As the 2-2 swung and hit foul. Pass for Reggie Williams. Skies into the air to get out of the way of that one. Staying at 2 and 2.
Reggie they had Moe's barbecue the other night down there in the clubhouse. He had You know, some people go to the spread and they just, you know, scraps. He had a plate you can boast about.
Okay.
It was beautiful.
Did you compliment him
I
on that?
did. I said, Reggie, well done. Well done.
Count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3-0 Trash Pandas. 2 in the first, 1 in the third, thanks to the long ball. As Osmond will try to dispose of Jorge, who's 0 of 1. A walk and a comebacker, and he tips one foul at home plate. Try to get the fastball by him, and it remains at 2-2. Jorge has also stolen base. Reggie was a former Angel, played parts of several seasons with the Angels and a couple of teams, I think a 5-year career at the big league level. We'll look in, Osmond, 2-2. Swung, ripped down the left field line. That's going to tail foul into the picnic area. Look out, kids. So that one lands in the seats. It will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Jorge putting together pretty good at bat. He's been abbreviated in this series, has Jorge. We don't know why he didn't play early in the week. But even though he's only 1 of 8 for this series, he's put together some really good at bats. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with the high fastball. Went high and tight, climbed the ladder on Jorge, who whiffs at it. Strikeout number 4 for Osmond. Strikeout number 8 for Rocket City pitching, and one away in the 6th inning, as he got it past him at 93. Let's see, Rocket City, they had 32 strikeouts through the first 2 games. They had 12 for game 1 on Friday. First pitch is a strike, it's 0-1. So that's what, that's 44. Then they had 8 in game 2, so that's 52. And then game 1 today, next pitch is low, it goes to 1-1. 52, let's see, 7, 9, 11. They is 13 in game 1, so that's 65. They now have 73 strikeouts for the series. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, hit foul straight back to the screen. Going to go to a ball and 2 strikes. We have an attendance to give you as well, 43-43. I'll take that, considering the weather. 1 and 2 on the right-handed hitter. And as a reminder, fans, Trash Pandas will be back home a week from Tuesday to kick off a 6-game set against Columbus. The Clingstones have been scuffling a bit of late. In fact, I think they lost to Pensacola earlier. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. Threw him a slider and caught him on the lower outside corner. Allen is rung up. He's 0 for 3 now. He's struck out twice, both times the backwards K, and a rollout to first. Beautiful pitch. And nice little frame job by Campero as well. So 5 Ks by Osmond, 2 gone. Here's Cam Collier. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout swinging and a ground out to second. This is a right-on-left matchup. Collier put up a couple of good battles against Johnson early in this game, and the fastball will miss high. It's 1-0. He's been quiet this week, 4 for 19, but you know you can't keep him down for long. He's going to get those numbers back up there. Off the line at third is Fontenelle. Osmond, here's the 1-0 pitch. And he threw him a strike. There was a fastball over the inside corner. It evens out a ball and a strike as well. Off the line at third is Fontenelle.
So, Josh, we're sitting at 74 strikeouts for the week.
Oh, someone just got thrown out for Chattanooga. And let's see who it is. That was home plate umpire Jared Neal making the call.
Nobody's moving.
I'm not a great lip reader, but I think he said, "I can't hear you," in that last shot. And that looks like it is Jose Moreno, the manager. And they're just waiting for him to depart. Whoever it is going to have to walk behind home plate into the side of the Trash Panda dugout to make their way up the tunnel. And
It's either he or Jay Allen. I don't know.
we'll find out soon enough. And nothing against whoever got ejected, but it's been a long night.
Yeah. I think it is Jay Allen. He's trying to collect his stuff.
Yep. So when we resume action, the count will be 1-1. There'll be 2 outs, no one on base in the 6th inning. They're going to let Osmond throw a couple of warm-up pitches here, and yeah, it is Jay Allen. So Allen will leave, and again, he just struck out looking. And he'll end the series 3 of 12.
He's a, Jay's a good dude. Just
emotional ball player, and that's fine. But you got to know how to temper that as well, because between he and the manager, you know who's most important to the team? The player. You got to stay in the game, and he's too big of a key for them. So Jay will depart, and the count is 1-1. Next offering. That'll miss down and in. A changeup, and goes 2-1 and 2-1. And by the way, it should be noted, just checking on pitch tracks, the call that punched Allen out of his last at bat, it was a strike, if that's the call he was disputing. Next offering will miss down and in. It will go to 3-1 on Collier. Go ahead.
I was about to say, the 74 strikeouts is where Rocket City is for the week. That's second in all of AA baseball, only to Portland, who has 77. So 3 away from having the most strikeouts in all AA baseball this week.
Next pitch, swung, bounced over the mound. That ball's in play. Collier can't believe it. With it, the second baseman, Rodriguez, and now they're going to call it a foul ball as it was flipped to Flint. Making the call was first base umpire John Forser. Jared Neal thought it was a fair ball. So we'll go to 3-2. No argument from Rocket City. And now Jared Neal getting an earful from Joe Krusel. Here's the replay. Kind of hard to tell from right there, but the way Collier reacted immediately, you feel like it did catch his foot. So a payoff pitch is due. Here's the windup and the delivery. Swung on and hit foul straight back. It will remain at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I can just say this. I think everybody just needs a good night's sleep, Josh.
It's been a long week.
Yep, a good night's sleep.
Oh, not just a night. They'll have an off day tomorrow, too. A holiday. But look in. 3-2 again. Swung and rolled fair down the left field line. Good piece of hitting by Collier. It hits off the sidewall and goes back past Lugo. He'll chase it down, and Collier will motor to second with a 2-out double. Nice piece of hitting by Collier. Again, they give him that third base line, so he slapped it over the bag, and that'll be his 5th hit of the series. And that's only the 2nd hit of the game for Chattanooga. So a runner at second with 2 out. Here's Ruben Ibarra, who's got 4 hits in the series, but 2 of them have left the yard. In fact, one of them technically hasn't landed. That was the one last night. He is 0 for 1 in game 2. He's bounced to third and walked. So right against right, well off the line at first is Flint. Here's the first pitch. Down and away. As with a cutter, it goes to 1-0. Again, the bullpens, there is a right-hander throwing for Chattanooga. Ibarra ready again, open stance. Here's the next pitch. Fastball swung and fouled straight back. Good cut again by the big fella. Going to even at 1-1. It's just amazing to me that a guy this big can move that quickly and that deftly and swing that hard. 1-1, and he has wowed us through the years. 15 home runs against Rocket City pitching. A look back at second as Osmond kicks and fires, and that pitch sliced foul off to the right. Good cut again by Ibarra. Going to go to 1-2 and a chance for Osmond to finish the inning.
Bryce has done a great job pitching behind Ryan Johnson, who set the tone with 3 1/3 scoreless innings. First relief appearance of the season for Bryce.
Bryce will try to wrap up the inning here. From the belt, the 1-2. Swung and fouled straight back.
Look out.
Yeah, ricocheted back down, almost caught. Jared Neal on the coconut. It stays at a ball and 2 strikes. A little bit of fog rolling in. I think we're going to be a little misty in the morning. By the way, it is slated to rain tomorrow, too.
Oh, I know.
And it was dry all spring long, so I guess we're due for this. The look back and the delivery. Down and away. Missed with a slider that time. That one well off the plate. Going to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Don't look now. If he gets on base, the tying run comes to the plate. Leo Balcazar waits on deck. Osman gets the sign from Campero as leading from second is Collier. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Curveball down and away. Ibarra over the top. Strikeout number 6 for Osman. And stranded at second will be Collier after the 2-out double. He actually struck out the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Bottom. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Rocket City up 3-0. Taylor Floyd on the pitch now for Chattanooga, and he'll face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Paris, Rodriguez, and Cole, as Floyd kicks and fires. And the first pitch is a changeup through for a strike. 0-1. We'll tell you about Floyd in just a moment, but some defensive changes for the Lookouts after Jay Allen was ejected from the game. First, here's the set. Next, offering a swing and a miss. Change up, down and away. It goes to 0-2. Moving to center field is Carlos Jorge from left. So it's Jorge now in center. Checking into the game to play left is Trey Faltini. And again, Floyd replaces Hubbard, so that's it. Here's the 0-2. Down and away, missed with a slider. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Jorge in center, Faltini in left. And by the way, Faltini will now bat second. Should that spot in the lineup come up in the 7th inning. Right on right. Next offering. Going to miss inside, a slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the right-handed hitter. Kyron tonight has flied to right and reached on an error. He's also stolen a base. For Floyd, this is his 2nd appearance of the series. I believe he pitched Friday.
He took over the suspended game.
Here's the 2-2. That one misses low. A changeup just missed that lower outside corner. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and a bit of a tale of 2 outings for him. He went 3 in the 3rd innings. The first 3 innings were great. He was perfect through 3. And then in the 7th inning, he got 1 out, but also ran into a buzzsaw. Here's the 3-2. Swung in on his hands, fought off to the right by Paris, staying at 3-2. In that 7th inning, he wound up giving up, well, there were 5 runs in the inning. 4 of them were charged to Floyd. They were earned. He only did it on 2 hits. He also walked none and struck out 2. Payoff pitch to Paris. On the way. Fastball again in on his hands and fought off to the right. Going to stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes, and a nice play made. As a fan from Cherokee, Alabama, reels it in. Yes.
No,
Chris,
he drove up from Tuscaloosa.
I'm the expert, sir. How dare you? 3-2. Swung on and rolled foul at the 3rd baseline. Going to stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Turnabout's fair play.
So anyway, Floyd, he wound up getting hit with the loss in Friday's game 1 to fall 1-1. But again, 3 in the 3rd innings, 2 hits, 4 runs all earned, no walks, 2 strikeouts for him. He'll go back to the bump. Floyd out of Carrollton, Texas. Next offering. Fastball inside, and that'll be ball 4. Good at bat by Kyron Paris. Down 0-2, but he continued to fight, and he coaxes a walk out of Floyd. That'll be walk number 1 by him. Walk number 4 now by Chattanooga Hurlers. And 1 man on with no one out for Nick Rodriguez. Enrod is 0 for 2, a strikeout swinging and a ground out to first. This will be a right on left matchup as a throw to first, and Paris is in with a head first dive. Floyd from the letters. Pitch to Rodriguez. He squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes it down and in. A changeup. 1 ball and no strikes. Bunting was a point of contention earlier this week for Trash Panda batters. They were out here early before batting practice working on that. Rodriguez, one of them. David Calabrese, another. Kyron Paris as well. From the letters again, squaring around is Rodriguez. He squared a little too early. Here's the pitch. Bunts it to third, up with it, and Warren will go to first. Smart play. Gets it in time. He came in quickly after Rodriguez tipped his hand. He was able to get to the ball quickly, but by the time he fielded it and looked to second, he realized he didn't have a play. Made the wise move going to first for the 5-3 sacrifice. And staying at first to cover was Collier. 1 gone. Paris moves to second. And here's Harold Cole. Cole 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, both of them looking. For Floyd, this is his first year in the Reds organization. He was with the Rangers for a while. Actually, check that. I said Rangers. He was in the Texas League. I got a little confused there. He was with the Twins organization as the pitches swung and fouled straight back. 0-1. He was at Wichita last year. And he was also with Arkansas. Arkansas is the Royals, if I'm not mistaken.
They're Seattle.
That's Seattle? Okay.
Yeah.
So he was with both the Mariners and the Twins organizations last season. Look back at second. Here's the 0-1. Swung in on his hands, fought off to the right by Cole. Going to go to 0-2, and actually I need to correct myself. He was with the Twins organization from actually he's bounced around a little bit. He started in the Brewers organization. In fact, he was a shucker back in 2021. As he'll step off the rubber. He was also with the Shuckers in 2022. Then in 2023, he moved over to the Twins, made it to Double-A Wichita, and then last year he was at Arkansas and with the Mariners. Here's the set in the 0-2. That'll miss down and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the right-handed hitter. 3-0 Trash Pandas as we play the bottom of the 6th inning. It has been a long day and a long week. The right-hander goes back to the letters. A look back of second, the 1-2. Swung, roped into left field. That's a base hit. Paris had to hold up. They'll keep him at third base as Harold Cole whips one through the left side. 107 off the bat. His first hit of the day, his second of the series, and Paris moves second to third.
That was a changeup that kind of hung up a little bit too much, and Harold got great barrel on that, shooting it into left field. And now you can never have enough insurance, especially a team as good offensively as this Chattanooga Lookouts team. And now opportunity for the bottom of this lineup now, and David Calabrese.
Throw to first, and they got him. Oh, picked off at first is Harold Cole. That can't happen. Good move by Floyd. Cole picked off 1-3, and you know what that derives from. Rocket City, whenever they're in that situation, runners at the corners, they like to move the runner from first and either get a stolen base or force a throw from the catcher. Harold may have been moving a little too soon as the next pitch misses inside. It'll go to 1-0 on Calabrese, who now has to come through with a 2-out hit. So the pickoff 1-3 and a chance for Floyd to get out of this inning unscathed. Originally a 10th round draft choice of the Brewers in 2019. The right-hander sets and delivers. Swung on, rolled to second. Routine play for Patelli. Fires to first in time, 4-3 on the putout, and that will retire the side. No runs for the Trash Pandas in the 6th inning on 1 hit. No errors and 1 runner left at third base. We'll head to the 7th, 3-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live. The final line on Taylor Floyd for the Lookouts. He goes 1 inning, allows 1 hit, no runs. He walked 1, and he struck out none. So Murphy's first pitch is a fastball, and it's just off the plate outside. It will go to 1-0 on Leo Balcazar. 0 of 2 in game 2, a fielder's choice to third, and a strikeout looking. Murphy in a right-on-right matchup. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball swung and hit foul straight back to the screen. It goes to a ball and a strike. Chris Harris has headed down to the field to talk to hopefully a winning Trash Panda, as they are 3 outs away from winning this series and moving to within a game of first place of Chattanooga with 4 weeks remaining in the first half. The 1-1. And that was a cutter that missed way outside. 2 balls and a strike. If they wrap it up here, Bryce Osmond would get his 2nd win of the season. Murphy trying for his 8th save. The right-hander ready to go, the 2-1. And that misses high, a cutter, come on now. 3 balls and a strike. In line to lose this game for Chattanooga is Jai Rivera. Now time called, a pitch clock, and that's it for Balcazar. Oh, no, never mind. I'm sorry. It's 3-2. I thought it was a 2-2 count for a minute, but it was 3-1. He's going to get hit with the pitch clock, and so now it goes to 3-2. That's a break for Murphy. Here's the next offering. Swung and skied into right field. Coming toward the line is Calabrese. He'll slow up just before reaching foul ground and make the catch about a step from the chalk, and that'll be out number 1. And look, Murphy was struggling a little bit in that at-bat. If not for that pitch clock violation, that gift strike for Murphy really got him back in the count and made Balcazar protect the plate. He pops one up to right, and there's 1 out in the 7th inning for Cade Hunter. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout looking, and a fly out to right himself. This is right on left, first pitch. And the fastball hits the inside corner. It's 0-1. Murphy, get you his numbers here in just a moment. Well off the line at third, Fontanelle. Next pitch. Fastball, bounced to second, coming in, up with it, Nick Rodriguez. Goes to first in time, 2 quick outs in the 7th inning. And the last chance for Chattanooga will be Shane Sasaki. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both of them swinging. Murphy, no record, a .60 ERA, 14th appearance, all in relief, 7 of 7 in saves, 15 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 1 of them earned. He's hit 2 men, he's walked 5, struck out 18. Opponents only hitting 120 against him. He also pitched earlier in this series. As the first pitch to Sasaki, a fastball, strike 0-1. He got the save in Game 2 on Friday. When an inning and a third perfect, he struck out 2 of the 4 men he faced. And he also pitched on Tuesday. Pitches rolled to short. This should do it. To his left is Paris. Throw to first in time, and it's a winner for Rocket City. 1-2-3 will go the Lookouts in the 7th. Luke Murphy does get his 8th save of the season. And Rocket City will move its record to 24-21. The Lookouts fall to 25-20. And Rocket City only 1 game back of first place in the North Division standings with 4 weeks remaining. And keep in mind, they will see Chattanooga 6 more times in Tennessee in early June. Chris will meet with someone here in just a moment, but for Chattanooga, no runs, only 2 hits in Game 2. They committed 1 error, and Chattanooga left 4 men on base. For Rocket City, 3 runs. The Trash Pandas had 6 hits. Rocket City committed no errors, and the Trash Pandas left 6 men on. Bryce Osmond gets the win in relief to move to 2-2, 2 2/3 shutout innings, 1 hit, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. The loss to Jai Rivera. He falls to 0-1. Rivera got the start, 2 2/3, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 5 Ks for him. And Luke Murphy, a 1-2-3 9th inning, all zeros. He gets his 8th save. They'll go down to Chris here on TV.
All right, thanks, guys. Down here on the field with Gustavo Campero. You set the tone here in the nightcap with that 2-run home run in the first inning. Walk me through that at-bat.
Well, I was hunting something up, and he threw me the pitch right where he wanted, and I just made a good contact.
Made good contact there. For this team, they win another series. That's 3 consecutive series victories for this team. What's been the difference in this turnaround?
I mean, I think a lot of credit for our bullpen. Our bullpen has been amazing. Executing the pitches, I think that's one of the key for this club, and obviously we hit really good so far.
And how about the pitchers today? Ryan Johnson goes 2 1/3 scoreless, and then Bryce Osmond and Luke Murphy finish it up. The pitching staff 2 shutouts in this series, and we were number 2 in Double-A in strikeouts this week.
Yeah, I mean, what I said before, our bullpen has been doing a really good job executing the pitches, catching Ryan Johnson and Bryce. Tonight was amazing. They put it, I think they set up time so for us. And yeah, it really so fun playing with these guys.
And last of all, how about these fans sticking it out through these long rain delays and being behind you all night long?
Well, I feel fired up. Being with this crowd is amazing. And playing here in Alabama means a lot for me. I don't want to cry.
Give it up, folks, for Gustavo Campero, a big 2-run home run in tonight's ball game. Trash Pandas win their 3rd consecutive series, 1 game out of first place. Enjoy the fireworks. You deserve it.
Okay, Chris, thank you so much. And for those of you on Way More Television, have a great evening. Join us a week from Tuesday when we kick off a 6-game series against Columbus. For Chris Harris and for Jeff Scarborough, this is Josh Carey telling you again the final score, 3-0 Rocket City over Chattanooga. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live. And for those of you on Talk Radio WZZN, welcome into the Northrop Grumman post-game show. Josh Carey with you back at Mission Command. Running the boards is Jeff Scarborough, and the news is, well, it's a little bit of everything. A little bit of good, a little bit not so good. Rocket City will split the doubleheader today with Chattanooga, and they're about to shoot off fireworks, so we'll go ahead and get rid of the crowd, Mike. But anyway, they split the doubleheader with Chattanooga. They lose Game 1 6-4, but they take Game 2 3-0. So Rocket City will not touch first place this week. However, they move to within only 1 game behind Chattanooga for first place, and still 4 weeks to go in the first half of the season as we officially have a pennant chase here in the Southern League for the Trash Pandas. They take 4 of 6 this week as well for Chattanooga. It's their 3rd consecutive series win. Boys are really playing good baseball right now. They are 24-21 on the year. Chattanooga 25-20 as, again, Rocket City splits the twin bill. We told you about Game 1 earlier. Let's take you quickly through Game 2 and what happened here in the nightcap, and really not a whole lot to talk about as I think both teams are pretty tired. Both of them are looking for an off day. It's our second doubleheader of the week. A lot of rain, a lot of late nights, and you could just see it for Chattanooga. I think they're ready to go back home. Only 2 hits in tonight's ball game. Rocket City went to Ryan Johnson, the former major leaguer who actually made his major league debut last year for the Angels, and then he started this season with the Angels as well. I think they're still trying to figure out what they want to do with him. Starter, reliever, they're not quite sure. But he got his first Rocket City Trash Panda start this evening. He wound up going 3 1/3 scoreless, 1 hit, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Overall, he looked really, really good. They kept him to a pitch count. He got the first out of the 4th inning. He did get into a little bit of trouble in the first. He walked 2 men and had runners at first and second with 2 out, but got Leo Balcazar to roll into a 5-4 fielder's choice to get out of that jam. Xavier Warren would single with 2 out in the second, but he was left there after Dominic Patelli grounded to first to end that threat. As for Rocket City, they would score 2 of their 3 runs in the first inning against starting pitcher Jai Rivera, who showed some good things, but overall he just struggled to get the ball over with consistency, and he gave up a couple of long balls as well to the Trash Pandas. Lugo would lead off the